You can, if you have any questions, you can write them on chat during the session, and we will, of course, reply to every question at the end of the session. Okay, so let's dive into our topic. I will now hand it over to Carlos, so to start presentation. How are you today, Carlos? All good in Spain?
All good in Spain. Thank you, Agnieszka. Thank you. Welcome to everybody. So, it's cloudy, it's pretty cold, but Christmas is coming. So, let's put the, good spirit in this presentation as well. As Agnieszka has said, I'm a regional sales director for Western Europe plus Middle East plus APAC. So thank you for coming. So we are covering a huge area. And I do think, fiber is a trending topic for the, last almost 10 years. We have been, as you know, Winncom, one of the largest broadband, distributors globally. We have been, really experts in wireless, in fixed wireless broadband access and Wi-Fi and so on. But we see, that in addition to our distribution profile, we are also, acting like a consultant from, and supporting any partner and any customer for any project from the scratch. So we see, a huge demand, a huge, hungry on, on fiber. So I do think if fiber is, is the perfect fit for our own portfolio and a massive portfolio and solutions, and not only on fixed wireless broadband, but a lot of complementary accessories and solutions as well. So as you know, beside that kind of, distribution, we are, a proof engineering company as well. So we have certified engineers for any product we are selling and distributing. So, that we have the vendor, don't be shy also, to reach us with any question in regards to FIBRAIN, portfolio. Because, we just announced the agreement, the global agreement and distribution agreement with FIBRAIN. And why? Because we consider, after some talks with our different manufacturers from Asia and so on, we consider FIBRAIN one of the, top manufacturers on fiber optics market. Most important, mostly for the Winncom EMEA operations, FIBRAIN is based in Europe. It's in Poland, the manufacturing center, the main hub. So for us, it's it's key in order to ease our operations across EMEA region. So I don't want to extend myself because I am assumed that you know all of us, Winncom operations and Winncom portfolio. So just so you know, welcome to the FIBRAIN team, and it's your call, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Carlos, for the nice introduction. My name is Mohan. I'm the regional manager for the North American and West Asia market for FIBRAIN, and overseeing the entire global account of Winncom Technologies. And I will be today doing a presentation of the introduction, a short brief introduction of FIBRAIN itself, and followed by another part which would be we will be discussing about interoperability of GPON, XGS-PON ONTs. My fellow colleague Michael, who is the Chief of Export Department and Direct Business Development Director, would be leading the presentation of the fiber optic outside plant cables and systems. So without any further, I would go forward with the introduction, and I'm just going to try to share my screen. Just give me a second. Please do let me know if you guys can see the screen.
Yeah, perfect.
Yes,
Thank you,
it's
Mahan.
perfect.
Brilliant. Okay. So just a brief introduction about FIBRAIN. FIBRAIN is basically a family-owned company which was established in 1993. The company is over 30 years in the business. Primarily, it focused on electrical cable at the beginning, and eventually, when the fiber optic came into the market, we then moved the business models into fiber solution. So initially, we were started with basically producing fiber optic accessories like patch cord pre-connectorized solution. And then in 2009, the company basically then opened its R&D department in optical core. So we had two small fiber drawing towers at the height of almost 15 meters. And then in 2013, the company opened its facility in producing fiber optic cables. And eventually in 2015, we then expanded to open a new factory for the manufacturing of optical accessories and products, which builds to have a comprehensive portfolio. Together in the FIBRAIN group, we have Vario Edge. The company supports customer in foreign markets with professional service and technical expertise. So their offering includes network design, planning, fiber optic cable installation, splicing, training, and also eventually leveraging FIBRAIN's innovative solution and basically allowing them to design an entire network for a completely new project. And with their experience, we are able to deliver projects worldwide. Part of it is we have HALNy networks. HALNy network was established by FIBRAIN, which is a European vendor, in 2018. Focuses on passive optical network and active fiber to the home terminals. The key objective of establishing HALNy network is to provide a comprehensive portfolio, which means we are able to provide also active equipment. And HALNy Networks is basically solely owned by FIBRAIN, and we are located as well in Poland. So as a manufacturer, we establish our site as a global manufacturer production. We serve almost 80 countries, and as you can see, preform and optical fibers. So in 2015, there was a huge lack of fiber in the market, which impacted the sales of the company. And since it's a family-owned company, the decision was pretty much clear for the board that we shall become an independent manufacturer. And therefore, back in 2020, we actually invested, and with the years of experience since 2013, we invested and actually opened our own chemical factory where we produce our own preform as well draw our own fiber optic cores. And we do produce fiber optic cable as well. We have almost over up to 2,000 types of cable construction. And the connectivity portfolio comes under the production of optical patch cord and pre-connectorized solutions. The distribution portfolio comes under basically optical enclosures, ODFs, and other plastic and metal products. Passive optical technology comes on the production of optical splitters, CWDM, DWDM, as well as I already mentioned, active equipment. We design and develop ONTs. Photonic is primarily focused about specialized optical patch cords and non-standard products. And FTTX comes under the solution-based product, which we are providing as a complete system. And we do have our own plastic molding center here in Poland as well. Finally, we are completing the portfolio with the structural cabling system as well. All of our manufacturing centers are located in Poland, southern part of Poland. The total area is almost 40,000 meters squared. And we have almost all our HQ offices, everything is located here in Poland. As I mentioned, FIBRAIN, we produce fiber optic fiber core itself. So primarily we are focused on single mode fiber, which is G657 to G652D, G651A1 and A2. And right now we are also capable of producing G657A1 and A2 fiber core in 200 microns as well. So FIBRAIN takes complete responsibility from the raw material preparation, basically from the chemical process up to drawing the fiber. one is the first manufacturing center, which is located also here in Poland. So our capacity, we have almost 5 R&D and laboratory departments interconnected within the fiber optic production plants, and we are capable of producing 2.5 million miles per year. And there is also a capability to increase our production by adding additional machines at this moment, but this is a plan for the future, as we see that in coming years there's going to be a shortage of fiber again. The second manufacturing plant would be the production of fiber optic cable. As I mentioned, we have our own R&D design department in-house, which is also interconnected with our quality department. More than 2,000 types of cable construction, as I mentioned, and our capacity is more than 62,000 miles annual production. The third production would be the connectivity and distribution production center. One of the biggest in Europe. We are able to terminate almost 4 million connectors annually. So different types of patch cords, pre-connectorized, customized solutions. We have our own clean room where we produce our splitters as well. And pretty much most of our production are done locally here in-house eventually. Finally, I would like to talk about the certification and quality assurance. Yes, we do follow high quality standards. As you can see, we are all the ISO certification. We are registered NATO commercial entity government. We do also third party laboratory testing as well. We have all basically raw materials coming from well-known European suppliers. And we do have our state-of-the-art equipment for testing our raw materials, which we are actually purchasing. And all production from, as I mentioned, which is connected to the R&D laboratory and dedicated quality control department. This allows us to basically monitor and maintain the quality of products throughout the whole process. I'm going to move forward by passing the floor to colleague Michael, who will be talking about the fiber optic cables. Michael, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Mohan. Just let me share the screen and I will start presentation. Just a second. Can you see the screen?
We can see, but I can see also the site block. I don't know for the next slide, but it's okay.
All right, so just let me share because I have like the two screens. What about now?
Now it's good. Now it's good. Yes, it's perfect.
Awesome. Thank you, Agnieszka. Once again, thank you so much for setting up the meeting for the Winncom crew. Agnieszka, Carlos, thank you for a really nice introduction and a brief about the company. Mohan, thank you for introducing the branch and our capabilities. I would like to focus today about the outdoor and duct microduct cable selection, which is one of the top bestseller product range from the cable selection we have. For your knowledge, we have about 2,000 different cable construction in our offer. Sorry, but I supposed to start from my self-introduction. My name is Michał Zięba, Chief of our Export Department, and also holding the position of the Business Developer Director in the company with the 16 years of the experience in the telecommunications sector. Going back to the topic of the presentation, today we would like to present the M-blown fiber selection with their own unique selling proposition. Starting from the basic duct telecommunication cable, one of the first cable which we have started to produce. This is the very standard multi-tube cable construction with the design of central strength member inside, which surrounds by the the PBT tube with the gel inside to access the fiber. There's possibility to implement their 12 or 24 fiber per the tube. Always we are attaching two rib codes on the opposite sides of the cable construction to easily open the cable and to access the tubes. And the cable is being reinforcement with the glass ions. It could be also with the aramid ions, depending on the cable environment and the conditions of the pipe system. What is very unique about the cable? We have the different tensile load there, which is from 1.5 kilonewton up to 4 kilonewton, and the maximum fiber count whenever we are going to the tensile the maximum allowed tensile load by 4 kilonewton, we can go to 432 fiber count. And the cable nominal diameter varies from 10 to 17 millimeters. We have as well
Michał, we cannot hear you.
can you hear me now?
Yes. Thank you.
Awesome. Sorry for that. There was some
issue
with the device. Yeah, sorry for that. So going back to the cable construction, the another option which we have from the basic duct cable installation is the soft tube design. It's also like the dry tube design. This is the cable construction which has the FRP rods incorporated to the jacket of the cable. The previous version was having the central strength member to support the cable. Here we have the option with the easy section model, which is recently more demanding in the market. We are seeing the trend that this cable construction is being selected by the customers much more than the PBT tube with the gel, because of the benefits as the very easy access to the fibers. So there is no tools necessary to open the easy section model and to access the fiber. We can open that by the nails only with few seconds by 1.4 meter distance. And as you can see in the graph, in the middle graph, there is 5 seconds of the accessing of the fiber, comparing to 35 seconds by the standard loose tube design. Certainly, many of the technical requirements by the tenders which we have access to, there is also a need to mid-span access. Certainly, it's much easier to open the easy section model than the standard tube. And also by the anti-kick performance, also there is a lot of the assets by the easy section model design. many of the people, they were complaining to access the fiber, but the PBT tube design, that there is too much gel. They have to spend a lot of the time to clean the fiber before making splicing. So this is also very good response to the needs of the market and the installation companies to fasten, to speed up the installation process. As Mohan have said during the introduction, based on our product portfolio, which we do manufacture in Poland, we can create the systems. So we are not only selling the products, but we are also selling the systems with expanded warranty period. The standard warranty period for the products, this is like the 2 years time, but we can expand that much more depending on the environment, on the conditions, and also how many products of ours are being selected there, and what are the conditions on each deployment. As you can see on the graph today, I would like to focus about the micro pipelining installation, which we name as a MetroJet system. All of the products which you can see in here, they are making the system complete and comprehensive. This is the way how that the station of the installation of the blowing looks like, with the air compressor, blowing machine, and the micro cable and the ducts and the hydraulic power pack as well. What is very critical to mention here is the fact that we as a FIBRAIN, we are not only able to deliver the products, all of the products, but also assist with the installation and provide the training session to the installation team. This is available also on the field. Certainly we have our own track where we can teach the people how to blow the cable properly, and also provide the training session for the blowing machines, which we have in the offer as well. But also we can assist during the first or the second installation on field with the any kind of the deployment. One of the best seller from this group of the products, there's MKLX micro cable, which has two diameter of the tubes, 1.4 and 1.6. And the diameter of the cable vary from 5.3 up to 9.3 millimeter, with the maximum fiber count 288 fiber. As you can see on the left picture, there is not a standard round flat jacket of the cable. There is some tuberous, the kind of protrusion, which allows to lower the friction during the installation. That's why we are able to achieve much longer blowing distance. So the very best unique selling proposition of this micro cable design is blowing performance. The another option which we have here to squeeze more fiber in the same outer diameter of the cable, it's MKUX family of micro cable with 200 microfiber inside. As you can see on the example of 5.9 millimeter outer diameter of the cable, we are able to place 144 fiber comparing to the standard 72 fiber, 250 micro. So that was our response to the market needs, like 3-4 years ago. We have started with that. Right now, this 288 fiber construction with 7 by 9 millimeter, it's our top seller from this selection. But also moving forward to let's say more strict installation and more demanding fiber count per the diameter, we have the same fiber 200 micro, but with 24 fiber per the tube instead of 12 per the tube with the MKUX design. And here we can achieve maximum 864 fiber design in 11.6 outer diameter. But comparing the same standard MKLX version to MKZX version, 8.6 diameter of the cable from 144 fiber goes to 432 fiber count. Same construction as you can see on the right picture, central strength member, supported with water-soluble ions and also aramid ions, and central strength member, standard HDPE jacket. Again, 2 rib codes to open the cable much easily. And the last product from this selection, it's the drop cable, where we have a lot of the capabilities and a lot of the proposition. One of that is the fact that we can terminate any kind of connector on this cable. Recently, we have already finalized the deployment with LCA PC connector with the different lengths according to the demand of the market or the orders of the customers. So there is like the separate packaging method for that. But the standard one is the pods, which you can see on the down picture, from 2 kilometer to 4 kilometer sections. This is also the carton boxes. So from the sustainability point of view and eco-friendly packaging point of view, this is really nice product to achieve this sustainability goals. And Europe is very crazy about that. So I think that a lot of the tier 1, tier 2 operators within their sustainability goals, they can also place this packaging asset as a one of their achievement. And here you can see that the cable construction outer diameter is from 1.03 millimeter up to 1.55 millimeter, certainly depending on the fiber count. Together to that, we are able to provide also the blowing gun and the blowing machine, depending on the type of the micro duct to which you would like to blow. What is very critical to emphasize in here is the fact that besides the optical and mechanical parameters to which we put a lot of the attention, we are always checking the blowing performance. And we have our own truck in FIBRAIN in Poland, where we test each type of the cable before launching that to the sales. And this cable construction was also tested. As you can see, 1.1 millimeter 2 fiber type was blown to 7x4 microduct by the 2 installation method, the standard blowing machine and also the blowing gun, and it have achieved accordingly 1 kilometer and 845 meters distance. This is the pictures which shows you how does the truck looks like, and this is the truck, the truck build it accordingly to the ESC standard method 20 E24, which a lot of the internet service providers and also the network owners follow. So together to that, we are again able to provide the training session, and whenever you would like to see before purchasing from us this cable selection, the blowing performance, you can always come with your own blowing machine, or we can give you our own blowing machine, and we can show you how does the truck and blowing performance looks like. So this is the description of the truck, how it was built, so what kind of the micro duct type we have selected, but certainly for the different fiber type, we have a fiber cable type, we have the different trucks as well. Here I would like to show you that we have a lot of the credentials and the reference letters from our partners, our installation teams, and also the end customers, kind of the case studies to show you the really best blowing performance which distinguish our cables. So one of the tests which was performed on our cable took place in Northern Ireland. There was 2 types of the cables, MKLX S and 8 version, and as you can see, there is like the figure 8 shape of the test track, and on the radius micro ducts which were connected to each other. And as you can see, the red and the green ducts, they were like connecting with each other. So there was like the 2,000-meter route in total, and our cable 96 fiber with the 7x8 millimeter outer diameter was blown perfectly to that, and have achieved the very good blowing performance. Also from the field installation in Hungary, for the Hungarian railways, one of our partner have made the blowing in one attempt by 4,128 meters, which is more than 4 kilometers. We were also astonished about that. There was straight line, but nevertheless, 4 kilometers in one shot. This is something which shocked even us. And another very important credential which we have comes from Norway. Our partner over there had been able to blow our 288 fiber MK-AUX version by 2.5 kilometer distance throughout 3 different cabinets, keeping their 150 reserve of the cable in each cabinet. And due to this fact, the guys have been able to save the time, about 5 hours of the installation, because they didn't have to relocate the machines from main hall to the main hall, but they made it from point A to B by 2.5 kilometer, and this 5 hours have been saved. Time is money, so they have been very, very glad to blow the cable, and they're continuing to purchase from us due to the fact that they can save a lot of time during the installation. Since we don't have like too much time today, there's only 45 minutes session. I would like also to invite you for the next one, which will take place in January. We would like to introduce over there as well the easy access cable system for the multi-dwelling unique application for the hotel, dormitories, shopping malls, hospitals. Again, here we have a comprehensive product portfolio, starting from the passive optical cables, different closures, boxes, cabinets, splitters, and optical GPON terminals, from the brand HALNy, which is the daughter company of FIBRAIN. So I would like to invite you for this session in January. And right now, my colleague Mohan will continue to present the selling proposition about the HALNy devices. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael, for that. So let me go ahead and proceed with the presentation. And just... Are you able to see the screen?
Yes, all good.
Perfect. So HALNy network, as I mentioned previously, it's part of FIBRAIN to actually provide complete turnkey solution. Initially, FIBRAIN was actually partnered with one of our vendors to provide active devices as a turnkey solution, and we had been supporting customers as a locally here as a value-added partner, and we have almost over 15 years of experience in XGS-PON supply in Europe, also America. We have already have almost 630 regional ISP which we have been working with, and over 1 million OLTs has been already deployed as far. So how did we actually started with HALNy network is initially GPON technologies were primarily accessible to tier 1 and incumbent operators, where they had better purchasing power, which could influence OLT vendors to adhere to the standards and clear hidden barriers in GPON. And what was this barrier? It was this limitation due to vendor locking and third-party licensing policy, were limited usage of third-party OLTs. Now, this resulted in operators becoming vendor dependent, as probably everybody knows that not only the OLT can block, however, ONT plays a big role here. If we look at 2010, first phase of GPON, entire purchasing of GPON solution was of a single particular vendor. So OLT and ONTs. ONTs do not have any interoperability with other OLT vendors. And in phase two, we see 5 years later, manufacturer has announced end of sales for the OLT models. And over 5 years period, definitely there could be issues with the hardware from the head end. So in 2017, let's say 3 years later, we see OLT devices has been damaged. OLT cannot be used in production anymore. What happens here is that the vendors are forced to purchase the new version of the OLT which is available. What happens here is basically ONTs which are deployed in the field are no longer backward compatibility. This means ISPs have to purchase completely new ONTs, and this is where we emphasize that interoperable ONT devices give you the freedom of choice. So basically, to regain control over CapEx and OpEx, many regional ISP uh, who have less purchasing power had been struggling with their network due to this third-party vendor looking policy, where it's resulted that the operators becoming vendor dependent, and this actually made them actually turn to HALNy networks for deployment of interoperable and secure ONT. So we do have our own technology, adaptive OMCI stacks. HALNy network in 2018, we came up with our own technology called adaptive OMCI stack that automatically sends and adapts to the OLT protocol, providing out-of-the-box interoperability without needing software upgrades. And today, HALNy offers interoperability with at least 12 different OLT vendors, both GPON and XGS-PON. What does this adaptive OMCI does? This means that ONT has the capability to identify the type of OLT it is connected to and automatically configure its management entity to be compatible with the OLT. As this results, basically the ONTs are able to actually adapt and work with OLTs from different vendors without requiring any software upgrade, simplifies your deployment, and gives you the freedom of choice to basically choose. If you can see on the diagram, there is most ISP, they do have at least two OLT vendors in their network for security purposes. As you can see, how does this whole example of adaptive OMCI work is a plug and play solution. In case there are needs of dispatching field engineers to replace customer premises units, the field engineer does not require to actually identify which ONTs, OLT it should actually uh, connect to the right fiber line, but rather just switching the fiber in the customer premises, and automatically the ONT identifies which OLT it is connected to, and automatically all triple play services work as it is. From the technical support of point of view, we provide free of charge technical support, which is already included in the pricing of the devices. There is no special SLA unless required by specific customers, and there is no license needed. Softwares are provided free of charge, and every vendors get free software updates. Additional features are provided free of charge. We do have our knowledge base on halny.com. As if you are visiting the website, you are able to see that we are very open. We show you how to configure different OLTs in order for it to work with our HALNy ONTs. Different provisioning methods are also available. Whenever you end customers are or all of our customers actually basically have the help desk system access. In here, they do have all the datasheet instruction, any firmware releases, they are able to access. And further to that, most of the customers would like to do, in case of any critical, we are doing remote support via AnyDesk, Skype, or MS Teams in case of needed. We do also do remote support and live support during POC processes. So we are basically providing these complete services. And lastly, I would like to just show you guys the GPON and XGS-PON product metrics. So as you can see, we have units, typical bridge units, one port up to Wi-Fi 7, which would be launching soon. And our XGS-PON bridge units also would be launching in Q1 2025. And in case you do not see any hardware which is required for your network, please free to always contact us, as we are responsible from the designing and the development of the whole device. So we are responsible in customizing the hardware, we are responsible in all of the software. We completely take control of this whole process. So in case something is missing, please feel free to contact us. And thank you very much. That's it from my side.
Thank you very much. This is the right moment to write down the questions on Q&A chat. In the meantime, I will ask you if you can say what makes FIBRAIN's fiber optic solutions unique compared to competitors in the market.
Thank you, Agnieszka, for this really nice question. I would say that this is like a lot of proposition which we can offer, but certainly like what was already emphasized during the session, again, we are very focused about the quality. And one of the best factor which we can propose is the price to the quality of the cable. We are a European manufacturer. All of the production plant, they are being located in Poland. So also together to the good quality and the price, very nice lead times to the production and also the transportation time. Since we are recently talking about the EMEA market, we can easily say that throughout the Europe, we can deliver that within the days. And also comprehensive product portfolio. This is something which we would like to emphasize and very much. So we are called as a one-stop shop. You don't have to think, whether the cable will fit to the closure or to any kind of the box, how to discuss about the different, how to match the different products from the different vendors. Any kind of the network, indoor and outdoor, can be built throughout FIBRAIN products. So I think that's the comprehensive product portfolio, added value which we have to the product, and the very nice factor, quality to the price. Those are the key factors to remember.
This is great. Thank you very much. Please write your questions if you have any. I cannot see any for now. And if we can get back for a second to HALNy also, to this brand, can you remind us how does HALNy do integration with multiple vendors?
Yeah, basically how we actually proceed with this integration is basically we do have our R&D department. We have two R&D department. One is responsible from the hardware side. The other one is responsible from the software perspective. So this helps us basically to integrate our software with multiple vendors. We have our laboratory where we do have multiple OLT vendors installed in a live environment, as we are having our own facilities here. And this is where we work with multiple other vendors and perform interoperability, as well as reverse engineering to make sure our devices are basically compatible. On the other hand, we have automated system for testing multiple software. So this is an automated process we have, that we do have the capability to multiple software. So we are able to reproduce any different service scenario of customers. So we are able to produce the same scenario in our laboratory. So that gives us the leverage to literally do interoperability. One of the important thing I would like to also mention is that what means for us interoperability is also the fact that the devices have to work as the legacy version of the OLT vendor in this network. This means full integration. So on our point of view, you're able to use the OLT to actually upgrade softwares of our ONTs. You are able to provision from the OLTs. If you are having any ACS, also we are able to integrate that. So this gives the freedom of choice and the flexibility to service providers, not depending on single vendor, but they have always an alternative choice in case of it.
Thank you, Mohan. We have one question on the chat. Wait a second. Oh, gosh. I don't know if I missed it. No, yes, it is. Sorry for it. I clicked something. What is the typical MSRP range for the ONUs? I don't know if I read it correctly. ONU.
Can you repeat the question, or
Can you
see it on the chat?
can you see it on the chat if you click on the Q&A on the bottom of the screen? There's like that I already answered, but I didn't. What is the typical?
So I think he's talking about
Can you see?
the Wi-Fi spectrum, if I'm correct. If you probably saw on my previous slide, it basically depends on the type of devices. So we have products from basically different antennas integrated. So we have 2x2, 2x3, and 4x4. It's pretty much in AX3000 we are able to achieve almost 2500 Mbps. So these are basically quite good.
All right, thank you. I cannot see any other questions. I hope that we got the answer. If not, please write the question again, but sorry, I clicked something, I don't know what, and it disappeared. Thank you very much, because I cannot see questions, so I think that we can finish for now. Thank you for this session. Thank you for this interesting presentation, and I hope we will schedule the next webinar soon in the beginning of the year. So happy holidays to all of you. Happy New Year.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, people attending to this, interesting webinar. And for your information, the agreement is fully active. So just only, let us know what you needed. And we'll, work close together, FIBRAIN team in order, to make it happen. Okay. So thank you very much for your
I just
assistance.
realized just to quickly, I just realized I just managed to see. So it's asking the typical resale range. So yeah, please reach out to Winncom Technology. They would be able to provide you with the price range. So feel free to reach out there.
Yes, I will share with all of you the video, the recording from the session. So within a few days, you will receive email from us with all the contact details. So feel free to contact us, and we will answer every question.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.